Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is PMS, subject Social Studies, grade 7, lecture number 26. Chapter number 7, Transport and Communication. Today we will do written work of chapter number 7, question answer. Write all these question answer in your rough notebook. So open your notebooks. You have your complete set of stationery. Question number 1. Computer technology has changed our lives. Write of at least 5 ways to show how this is so. Computer technology has changed our lives. Write of at least 5 ways to show how this is so. Answer. Some ways in which computer technology has changed our lives. Some ways in which computer technology has changed our lives. Number first, we can solve many problems quickly and easily. We can solve many problems quickly and easily. Number two, access a vast amount of information on almost any subject. Access a vast amount of information on almost any subject. Number three, communicate with other people if equipped with computers quickly, easily, and cheaply. Communicate with other people if equipped with computers quickly, easily, and cheaply. Number 4. Look for bargains on net. Look for bargains on the net. Number 5. Find new areas of interest. Find new areas of interest. Number 6. Play games for entertainment. Play games for entertainment. Number 7. Know much more about our world and its people. Know much more about our world and its people. Number 8. We can keep it in touch. We can keep in touch with the latest news. We can keep in touch with the latest news. Question number 2. Why do you think has the number of motor vehicles almost doubled since 1990? Why do you think has the number of motor vehicles almost doubled since 1990? Answer. Number of vehicles, especially cars, have doubled or tripled since 1990 due to a number of reasons. Number of vehicles, especially cars, have doubled or tripled since 1990 due to a number of reasons. The standard of living has risen. Most people have more money to spend, which enables them to invest in their own transport and make their lives more convenient. The standard of living has risen. Most people have more money to spend, which enable them to invest in their own transport and make their lives more convenient. Also, people are traveling further and further to go to work and need quick, reliable transport without waiting for uncertain and overcrowded buses or trains. Car ownership has made life much more flexible and allows people to travel further from their homes for holidays and for leisure activities. It has made life better in many ways. For example, Simple things such as shopping for food. One can drive to the supermarket, buy all the food, and bring it home. Also, people are traveling further and further to go to work and need quick, reliable transport without waiting for uncertain and overcrowded buses or trains. Car ownership has made life much more flexible and allows people to travel further from their homes for holidays and other leisure activities. It has made life better in many ways. For example, simple things such as shopping for food. One can drive to the supermarket, buy all the food, and bring it home. Question number third. Make a general statement about the use of road and rail in Pakistan over the period from 1990 to 2007. As this question we have already discussed in the explanation of the graph on page number 35. So we will once again discuss it. Road transport. As the road transport is regarded as more convenient in transporting goods, the goods can be loaded directly from the factory and delivered at the destination. As the road transport is regarded as more convenient in transporting goods, the goods can be loaded directly from the factory and delivered at the destination. The graph on page 35, which shows the development of roads, highways, and railway, there is an increase in the distance covered by roads and highways from 80,000 kilometers to almost 1 lakh kilometer. That is less than 1 lakh 20,000 kilometers, but the increase in the distance covered by highways is remarkable. It is double from 80,000 kilometers to over 1 lakh 60,000 kilometers. That there has been a rise in the number of vehicles, especially motor cars and motorbikes, roads and highways, but there has been less or no increase in extension of road or railways. Use of roads for movement of freight and passengers has increased as compared to rail. Railways. The railway system in the subcontinent was set up by the British at independence. Pakistan, both West and East Pakistan, had an effective railway system and were developed further in the 50s and 60s. But with the construction of highways and use of road transport for goods and people, the railways were neglected. There was no increase in the development of railways, which have remained the same from 1990 to 2006. The current situation of the railways in Pakistan is not encouraging. Railways. The railway system in the subcontinent was set up by the British at independence. Pakistan had an effective railway system and were developed further in the 50s and 60s. But with the construction of highways and use of road transport for goods and people, the railways were neglected. There was no increase in the development of railways, which have remained the same from 1990 to 2006. The current situation of the railways in Pakistan is not encouraging. Question number 4. What are the advantages and disadvantages of road transport? What are the advantages and disadvantages of road transport? Answer. The advantages and disadvantages of road transport are as under. The advantages and disadvantages of road transport are as under. Advantages: roads can go right up to the source of the goods, for example, farms, factories, etc. They connect smaller destinations to the main outlets such as airports, ports, and railway stations. Advantages: a road can go right up to the source of the goods, for example, farms, factories, etc. They connect smaller destinations to the main outlets such as airports, ports, and railway stations. Roads allow life-saving vehicles such as ambulances or fire engines to speed up. Disadvantages: in remote areas, especially mountain regions, roads can be blocked by landslides, snowfalls, floods, etc. Also very heavy or large loads cannot be conveniently carried by roads. In remote areas, especially mountain regions, road can be blocked by landslides, snowfalls, floods, etc. Also very heavy or large loads cannot be conveniently carried by roads. There are more chances of casualties on roads. There are more chances of casualties on roads. Roads are expensive to build and keep in good repair. Roads are expensive to build and keep in good repair. Can you suggest any problems there might be with pipelines as a means of transport? Can you suggest any problems there might be with pipelines as a means of transport? Answer: problems that might be faced with pipelines as a means of transport. Problems that might be faced with pipelines as a means of transport. Number first, expensive to build and maintain. Expensive to build and maintain. As these are above the ground, there is always the fear of accidents. As these are above the grounds, there is always fear of accident. Easy to prey to terror attacks, as these can be blasted, resulting in explosion and damage. Easy prey to terror. Easy prey to terror. Easy prey to terror attacks, as these can be blasted, resulting in explosion and damage. They need a proper security measurement. They need proper security measurement. They need a booster station at about every 80 kilometers. Question number 6. What do you think are the advantages of sending goods by a container ship? What do you think are the advantages of sending goods by a container ship? Answer: the advantages of container ship are that the goods can be loaded at the factory into containers, sealed and not opened until they arrive at their destination. This avoids pilfering, which was universal under the ordinary transport. The advantages of container ships are that goods can be loaded at the factory into the containers, sealed and not opened until they arrive at their destination. This avoids pilfering, which was universal under ordinary transport. As containers are gigantic boxes of the same size, they can be stacked like a pile of bricks, so getting much more on any ship. They are easily loaded and unloaded at their ports by means of special but expensive equipment. As containers are gigantic boxes of the same size, they can be stacked like a pile of bricks, so getting much more on any ship. They are easily loaded and unloaded at their ports by means of special but expensive equipment. Question number 7. What is your nearest international and domestic airport? What is your nearest international and domestic airport? Answer. Bacha International Airport at Peshawar is our nearest and is our nearest international and domestic airport. Bacha International Airport at Peshawar is our nearest international and domestic airport. You can also write the name of other airport which is nearest to you. Now it's time to note your homework. Find out from the internet the cost and the time it takes to get from your nearest airport to several cities in Pakistan and to some distant countries of your choice.